did, but Full House was presented like this. It was like it's three guys. Like one's a comedian, you're a rock and roller, one's a dad,
Yeah.
and there's some kids in it.
We don't know about them. We don't know what happened to
Yeah,
those.
the kids, who knows? But it's the three. It's a buddy. It's like bosom buddies.
Yeah.
And Miller and Boyd had produced Bosom Buddies with Tom Hanks and Peter Scolari. So I said, great. And then I remember the first table read. We were in some weird hotel. And it was in the '80s still. And Jodie Sweetin, who plays Stephanie, blew the roof off the place. I mean, people couldn't stop laughing. They're still laughing for 35 years at that table read. And I remember running out to the lobby, putting a quarter in the machine, calling my agent, said, "Get me off this show. It's a kid show, and I'm going to be the kids are the stars here."
Yeah.
But so it went on, and look, the one of the greatest things that came out of that show was obviously to me was my friendship with Bob, and we didn't like each other in the beginning. We just came from different.
Wow. Okay.
People were always shocked that we became such close friends. You look like Luke Perry right now, by the way.
Oh, thanks. I feel like that's a compliment. I'll take it as a compliment.
It is. I mean, he's passed away, but not now. You look when he was alive and
okay, good. I was going to be like, you look like Luke Perry now. I'd be like, oh man, I gotta go check some things.
Bob was more concerned about making the crew laugh and the guy pulling the cord and this guy over there. I said, put that in the show, man. And I came from more of an actor's, point of view, and I just worked with Jack Klugman, who was a genius, and so I wanted to, dig into every scene and make it. Why am I doing this? Why are we hugging 3 times? Maybe one hug,
Yeah.
So I drove Bob crazy probably too, and he drove me nuts with, But then we eventually started to admire the things we didn't like in each other. I think I learned so much about. I love comics. I love stand-up comedy, and I learned so much from Bob. And I think he learned a little bit about acting for me. But then, when the show ended, we were just there for each other, deaths, marriages, births, but I wanted out the last year or so. I wanted, and all these other shows were coming up, Seinfeld and these sort of smarter shows on television. I was like, I want to be on that. Like, what am I doing on this show? Keep in mind, like, yes, the show's lasted 35 years. It's a phenomenon, really, I think, but it wasn't the biggest hit when it first came out. The reviews said it wouldn't last till Thanksgiving. Ha 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 ha. And so it wasn't. We didn't have any. It wasn't respected at all. We had no. We had no respect. I mean, I think we were on the cover of TV Guide once or twice. And it wasn't even. I think I was on once, maybe, but Dave. So it was like that, and I said, I don't want to do this, and so we ended it. And for years, it was like you said, like, don't call me Uncle Jesse. I'm a serious actor, and trying to play all these stupid roles. But eventually, I just started to get other work, and I started to. Did ER. I went to New York and did a lot of theater, played some smaller roles and good stuff, and some of my own shows. And then I just got far enough away from it. I just did enough. I was confident in myself that I started to gain respect here. I'm still trying to, and then I go, okay, it's all right. There's a moment I'll never forget it. I was doing this show on Broadway with James Earl Jones, who's arguably one of the greatest living actors ever. Angela Lansbury, rest in peace, was in it. John Larroquette. It was a heavy Gore Vidal play about politics. It was called Best Man. And I was playing this asshole politician, who was cheating and lying and redundant with politicians. But, and it was 3 hours, two act breaks, and standing ovations, and people, wow, they're up next to James Earl Jones. We're taking a bow, the whole thing. And we go out to sign autographs after. The people that have watched the show wait by the stage door. Uncle Jesse, hey, Uncle Jesse, I go, that's it, fuck it, I'm Uncle Jesse. I don't care. I was just on stage for 3 hours, with James Earl Jones. You want to call me Uncle Jesse? Go ahead. And they were saying the same shit to him. Hey, Darth Vader, or Darth. Right? Say, Luke, I am your father. It's like, no. So you come to a point where you just go, and it's given me. Look, it's given me a beautiful life. It provided, fame and fun, and I met all these beautiful people, and I got to take my parents around the world. So I am very grateful to that show.